Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the big show. My name is Mickey, and this is Mickey in the Middle, the quintessential show for Middle Americans, where all Middle Americans are welcome. It doesn't matter where you've been, where you're going. It just matters that you're here right now and you consider yourself a Middle American. Now, this show is about Middle Americans. I don't care about the highbrow. I don't really care about the lowbrow. I don't care about the far left. The 20% of the people on the far left just don't care what they think because they're crazy. The 20% of the crazies on the right, on the far right, we don't care what they say either. Because that leaves 60% of the people that are in the middle of the country that have middle Americans just trying to make it every single day. And that's who this show is for. Now, everything I say, you're not going to agree with. The point about being in the middle is sometimes you're on the right and sometimes you're on the left. Sometimes you're in the middle, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you got to switch sides. That's what we do here. We try to get you information so that you can pick what side of an issue that you're supposed to be on. Now, look, I am conservative center right. I always have been my entire life. I base everything that I have in my entire life around, I don't know, what's good for me, right? What's good for my family, what's good for my church, what's good for my neighborhood, what's good for my, I don't know, my city, my state. Got a Constitution of the United States right here. Uh, I love this thing. It's a great book. If you ever get a chance to get one, I got this one from, I don't know, it says Floyd L. Brantley on the back, World War II Korean vet. I don't know who I got this from. Order more copies from sharetheconstitution.com. There you go. So go get yourself a copy of that. So anyway, listen, this is what we do here. We're in the middle, and we want you to be in the middle because we don't want you to be affiliated party. We want you to be an independent. And if you're not, if you are affiliated with a party, like I have to be affiliated with a party in the state of Arkansas in order to do a primary vote. Just want to let you know that's the way that it works in Arkansas. So I have to be affiliated with the party. So when I go in somewhere, they go, "Are you a Republican? You're Democrat?" I don't know. Here's the deal: is I vote the way that I want to vote. I voted last time for RFK. I have voted for Bernie Sanders. I know a lot of people don't know that. Why would you vote for Bernie Sanders? Because I believe that I'm an independent person and I get to vote for whoever the hell I want to. And I sure as heck didn't want Hillary Rodham Clinton running the country. I thought my vote would be better for Bernie. That's what the primaries are for. Listen, I want you to be an independent thinker. I want you to do things for your own reasons. Listen, that's just the way that the world is. I can Mark Calcaterra, how you doing, man? I'm glad to see you with us tonight. Listen, I want you to be an independent thinker. Mark Calcaterra, that guy I was just talking to right there that signed on first and did the thing and won the gold medal in the Mickey in the Middle sign on chat Olympics. He's an independent thinker. And here's what the thing is he's running for Surgeon General of the VFW here in Arkansas, and he needs to win that. Just want to let you know. Good luck, Mark. He's been president. He's been president. He's filled about just about every position he can in the VFW. So, all right. So, what are we talking about today? We are talking about, hold on, I'm about to change screens. It's about to be, all righty, here we go. Ready? Oh no, what happened? What did I did? What did I did? I grabbed the wrong screen. Hold on just a second. There it is. And go. All right, here we go. We got to change. What have I done? All right, here we go. This is what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Dr. Sydney Allison Jacob Spillane. Dr. Sydney Allison Spillane Jacob. That's her. That's my daughter. She graduated med school. Hey, isn't that absolutely fantastic? Yeah. There's her and her proud dad right there at graduation. Man, so proud of that young lady. She was in school for 22 years. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy? I know. So there she is. That right there, Dr. Jamie Jacobs. That's her father-in-law. He's a professor in the aerospace engineering department at Oklahoma State University. So yeah, he is a great dude. Oh, that one's sideways, so we're not going to do that one. So, uh-oh. Did they all click the sideways? There we go. So anyway, congratulations, Sydney. We are all super, super proud of you. Woo! Isn't that something? All right, I got to get rid of all this. And oh, wait a minute. Let's do the Constitution. Oh, I just whacked the Constitution of the United States of America. All right, so here we go. We all know that the Constitution is the greatest document ever written by man. It gives us all the freedom we need. Current population is 8,222,990,000. We're almost up to 8,221,000. There you go. And then we have the state population of the United States, which is 347 that can't be right. That's not right. Population? I don't know. We got a lot of people here. I thought it was 300. I don't know. My charts got messed up somehow. All right, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about Trump's airplane. Where is it? There it is. Trump's got an airplane. He's getting a bigger airplane. All right, here we go. Back to me. All right, what happened? Trump is in the news again. The name of this show is called Trump DePlane. DePlane. Remember Tattoo from the Fantasy Island? Right, that's where I got that from. It was a great show. People would go to the island, they'd have their fantasies all worked out, and at the end of the show, they all became better people. Well, in this one right here, Trump had some country in the Middle East gave him a $400 million airplane. Why? Because the United States Air Force and Department of Defense ordered a brand new Boeing 747 for Trump, and they can't finish the damn thing. They can't get it finished. It's not supposed to be done for another like 5 years or something like that. That's insane. You want to know why? Because they stopped making 747s, but he needs a big ass airplane. And they don't want to go to the Airbus. They don't want to go to an Airbus 777 or anything like that. They want to use a made in America airplane. So what happened is this country had a spare $400 million palace in the sky laying around, and it kind of looks like, oh, damn it. Where is it? Oh, doggone. Where's the airplane? There, is that it? All right, hold on. Man, this show is going like hell in a handbasket, isn't it? So anyway, this is kind of like the airplane that it looks like. What you need to know. Well, so anyway. Here's the deal is, it's a damn nice airplane. It's a palace in the sky. It's got bedrooms and bathrooms and showers, and it might even have a sauna. All I know is that you get in this 747 and it is multiple stories high, and it can go around the world, and it is all nice and stuff. Here's what I got to say about that. They gave the airplane to Trump. Everybody's saying, oh, it's a bad look. Oh, it's a bad look. Oh, it's a bad look. And then one of my friends said, look, they are bribing Donald Trump with an airplane. That sucks, man. Our president of the United States being bribed by a $400 million airplane. It's a damn nice airplane. I'm telling you that. It's a damn nice airplane. You ought to see this thing. It is nice. Now, is it true that Donald Trump is being bought and paid for from this Middle Eastern country with a $400 million airplane? This is what I responded on Facebook, and I don't know whether it took. I couldn't find the quote, but I want you to hear me now and believe me later. This is what I think about that $400 million airplane. Donald Trump is a billionaire. Donald Trump is a multi-billionaire. He's been a multi-billionaire for a long, long, long time. Donald Trump, he has already got an airplane. It says Trump on the side. He goes and campaigns in it. He can go anywhere in the world he wants. He can afford any airplane that he wants. He can go and do whatever he wants. He's got a fleet of airplanes. He's got a fleet of cars. He's got a fleet of hotels. He's got He is so rich, he has a fleet of golf courses. Just in golf courses alone, Trump owns 3 of the top 10 golf courses in the world. You heard me right. Donald Trump owns 3 of the top 10 golf courses in the world. He has another airplane called Air Force One now. Let me tell you about that airplane. I've been on that airplane. It's a nice airplane. The people that take care of it impeccably take care of it. Every time it lands, man, maintenance crews go running over that thing like man, they're polishing everything up. The silverware is shined. They go over it with a fine tooth comb. Maintenance is impeccable on their airplane. It is the pride of the United States Air Force that the United States Air Force kids take care of that thing. So Trump has a fleet of airplanes, and he already has Air Force One. He has a fleet of golf courses, and he's been a multi-billionaire. You know what the most important thing about this equation is? Is that Donald Trump is the most powerful person in the land because he is the president of the United States. His office is the Oval Office. Nobody gets in there. He is the person that sits in that office, and they call him the most powerful man in the world because he's sitting in the office. He's also the commander-in-chief of the United States military. And if you haven't noticed, it's the most powerful military in the world. It's bad to the bone. We can go anywhere we want to and do anything we want, and nobody can stop us. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm telling you right now, if the United States military wanted to come and kill you and break your shit, we would come and kill you and break your shit. That's the way that it is. And you think that a $400 million airplane is going to bribe Donald Trump? For sake. Are you kidding me? That's the most lunatic things I've ever heard. A $400 million airplane to Donald Trump is chump change. That's like somebody giving you a fishing pole. Yeah, it's nice, but it ain't all that in a bag of chips. They go, oh, but it's a very, very nice fishing pole. I don't care. I've got lots of fishing poles, and I can upgrade those if I want to. Or I can go buy that fishing pole that you're giving me. Or I have given away things exactly like that to other people. This is like, it's not even a birthday present for him. It's like he's having a 16 party. And it's nice. Got this. He did what he was supposed to do. As he said, Sam Snead won 82 golf tournaments, and somebody gives you a putt. You pick the ball up and you say, thank you very much, and you go to the next tee box. You don't turn down a $400 million airplane. We're going to give you it. Now, does it look good? No, but nobody understands this because we're just normal, average, everyday humans. We are not equipped to deal with the stuff that Donald Trump deals with. If you and I became the president of the United States today and we went to go visit Saudi Arabia like Trump did yesterday, and they brought out purple carpets and purple stairs and men and women on white horses carrying the American flag. Did you see that? They created a McDonald's on wheels to follow him around. So in case he wanted McDonald's or him and anybody else, they did that. They got in these great, big, huge, giant rooms. Everybody wanted to shake Donald Trump's hands. You and I get in a situation like that, we'd be like, oh, damn, have you seen this place? Wow, look at the flags. Look at the horses. Look at the purple carpet. Look at the McDonald's thing. That's great. Oh, my God. This is great. You know what Donald Trump did? Donald Trump got off the airplane and went, that's nice, thank you. He's used to it. He's not overcome by the moment. You want to know why? Because he's a billionaire. He's been there. He's a TV star. He's a billionaire. He's been president of the United States. He's got the world's most powerful army. He owns golf courses. I still can't get over he owns 3 of the top 10 golf courses in the world. He's not overcome by the moment. He wants a couple of things, and we talked about those things last week, but when he says he wants world peace, it might be because he's narcissistic and wants to be known as the best president in the world and wants to be up on Mount Rushmore. But aren't you glad that the president of the United States is not too big for the moment? And that when somebody goes, hey, we want to give you a $400 million, we want to give you a plane. They didn't say how much it was. They just said, hey, we would like to give you a plane. You know what he did? He's like, awesome. Throw the keys to Alice over there. Alice, put the new plane in the garage with the other ones. That's the way that Donald Trump thinks. He's not impressed with a $400 million airplane. He likes it. I'm sure it's more ornate than Air Force One. But that's what Donald Trump does. He's trying to make the moment. He's trying to be gracious. He's trying to get world peace. He's trying to start with the Middle East. He went to go visit the Middle East. You want to know why he went to go visit the Middle East? Because they got so many problems and they got so much money. And if they're not on our side, like Europe is on our side, like Japan is on our side, like all the other places in the world we hope that are on our side, we don't need them becoming friends with the Chinese and the Russians. Donald Trump's going to be very, very nice to them. You want to know why? Because they got a shit ton of money. They got a lot of oil. They could be a big pain in the ass because of the Persian Gulf and everything that runs through the Middle East. Do you know where it sits? Right on the trade routes between Africa and everything else. That's why the Middle East is so important. It's so important to the world economic state of being that it's almost crazy to think about that you have the continent of Europe and the continent of Africa, and squeezed right between them is the Middle East. And if you don't think that that is important, that Donald Trump should go over there and say, hey, look here, man, let's do a trade deal worth trillions of dollars. Something that you don't want to screw up and something that we don't want to screw up because we know that trade makes us stronger. That if you come into our country and we go into your country and people in the United States go visit the Middle East and the Middle Eastern countries come over to the United States and we get trade going and we get political relationships going and we have great relationships with the people in the Middle East, maybe those countries will calm down the Muslim extremists that are over there and go, hey, man, you guys need to not screw this up. We got a good deal. This isn't like in the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, the 1900s now. There's two sects of the Islamic religion, right? The Sunnis and the Shia. Why are they still fighting? Everybody knows now that there's a large population of Jewish people in the world, a large population of Christian people in the world, a large population of Muslims in the world. And the Muslims that are over there that are extremists, they've got to understand that they don't have the option of killing us because we don't believe like they believe. They need to believe in the Second Amendment to the Constitution or the First Amendment of the Constitution that says Congress shall write no law. Where's the Constitution? Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So if they want to be Muslim, they can be a Muslim. But they just can't impose that shit on somebody else. We know that if we can get that situation in the world under control, that if all of the countries that he is talking to right now do what the UAE and the other countries that entered into the Abraham Accords last year or last Trump term, if we can get Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and the UAE and Bahrain and all of the other countries into the Abraham Accords, the Abraham Accords establish normal relationships between Israel and the other Middle Eastern countries. Then maybe they can put enough pressure on Palestine to shut the fuck up and sit down and stop punching. Here's what the deal is. It's like a doggone kid in the store that won't stop fighting. All they do is they just want to punch their mom, and punch their dad, and punch the neighbors, and punch everybody. Somebody got to calm the kid down. That's what Palestine is. That's what Hamas is. Hamas is getting all the Palestinians killed. You want to know why? Because they embedded themselves like a tick into the Palestine people, and they won't let the Palestine people go. Now the Palestine people are like exterminably, existentially associated with the worst group of human beings on the planet called Hamas. They just won't let it go. And when they don't let shit go, people get killed. That's the problem with Iran. So we have the same problem with Iran. So when Trump goes to Saudi Arabia and Trump goes to all these other Middle Eastern countries, he's trying to fix the entire damn thing. He's not going, hey, Saudi Arabia, let's work together. Hey, UAE, let's go work together. No, he's getting them all together. And he's saying, hey, you guys are better than this. The people of this region deserve your leadership. They deserve to be trading partners and political partners of the United States of America because we are the big and powerful Oz. We are the big and powerful United States of America. And we trade, we establish normal political relations. We do diplomatic relations. We do trade relations. We calm everybody down, and then the entire world can prosper. By the way, Spock. I don't know which hand you can see. So, but doesn't that make sense? Trump doesn't want to go over there and start kicking the hill and have the ants running around crazy. Rather go over there and be gracious and take an airplane, do $1 trillion worth of business while you're over there, establish normalized relationships, and be able to fix the world. Guess what he's doing on Thursday? What's Trump doing on Thursday? Possibly meeting with Zelensky and Putin. Hopefully, he can get that shit straightened out so Ukrainians and Russians don't have to die anymore. And everybody's complaining about Trump. I mean, give him a chance. Stop your bitching for just a minute. How much is world peace worth to you? My question is, I will repeat it. How much is world peace to you? How much is worth the... How much would you pay for world peace? I don't care how much money. I will give Donald Trump $1 trillion if he can make world peace. I don't care who pays it. I'll start paying it. I got money in my pocket right now. I will put into a fund to go to $1 trillion in order to pay Donald Trump if he can pull off world peace. He's already a multi-billionaire. He does not need Mickey's money. He's already got the office of the presidency of the United States. He doesn't need to do that again. He's already got 3 of the top 10 golf courses. He's already got Air Force One. He's already got a fleet of airplanes. He's got the most powerful army. Donald Trump, I will give him $1 trillion if he can get world peace, because that's worth it to me. I've been in the military. I spent too much time in the military. Praise the Lord that we have men and women in this country that still want to step up and become part of the military. Because being in the military is cool again. It wasn't cool for a while. Somebody took the wind out of our sails. They said that the men and women in the United States military are not good people, that they're doing the will of the bad people in the world. And here's what the deal is. The men and women have nothing to do with the political decisions over there. Our military has faithfully served every president of every political denomination that is out there. But how much would you give for world peace? Because I know how much we're spending on world defense. The United States alone is spending almost $1 trillion every single year on national and world defense. What happens if the world doesn't need militaries anymore? What if we don't have to spend millions of dollars to maintain airplanes and tanks and ships, space forces, communications gear? How about if we just normalize relations and outlaw war. But no, some asshole's going to come along and they're going to kick the anthill again. And when the anthill gets kicked, all of the little ants are going to get killed. The little red ants are going to take along the little black ants, and the next thing you know, they're going to be fighting again. We can't have that in the world. We just can't have it in the world. Donald Trump is trying to do something that nobody's done in the history of the world, and that is bring world peace. And everybody goes, he can be bought up by a $400 million airplane. Bullshit. Crazy. I was going to do an entire thing on MBS. Mohammed bin Salman. He's the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. They say that it's alleged that he had Jamal Khashoggi killed. I don't know what I think about that. Well, I know what I think about it. Nobody should be killed. I think that leaders of countries need to be held to account and that nobody should be killing anybody else. But when somebody says, I'm going to take my military and I'm going to go kill a bunch of people, is that not a leader defending his country? Then you go, well, why did MBS have Jamal Khashoggi killed? I don't know. All I know is the House of Saud is very powerful. And they're going to hold Iran at bay until we are in a position where we can negotiate with Iran and hopefully bring Iran into the fold of peaceful nations. It won't take much. All we have to do is get them a couple of computers. I've been to Iran. As a matter of fact, I was the last, until the Navy got captured, I was the last enlisted personnel from the United States in Iran. I know. How about that? Didn't know that about me, did you? And then the Navy got captured, so I wasn't no longer the last enlisted person in Iran. It's a long story, but I was at the back of the airplane on the ramp. I was as far back in the airplane, so all of the other enlisted people that were on the airplane, as well as all of the other officers, were forward in the airplane, and I was just the last one to cross the border. Hey, that's going to be it. That's going to be the rest of the show. Let me do this one more time. Oh man, why do I make my life so hard? I don't even know why I do this. It's crazy. Well, I was hoping to show you a picture of Sydney one more time. Hey, listen, this has been Mickey in the Middle, the quintessential show for Middle Americans. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to comments. Carolyn, hi. Don't forget we have to upgrade the defensive and communication systems at our expense. Yeah, whatever. It's a couple $1 million on taxpayers' money. Hi, Mickey. Hi, Susie. Hi, Mark. Hi, everybody else. All right, so that's going to be the show. This has been Mickey in the Middle. The quintessential show for Middle Americans, where all Middle Americans are welcome. Doesn't matter where you've been, doesn't matter where you're going, just matters that you're right here. Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central. Right where I am, right where you are. We don't worry about 20% of the crazies on the left or the 20% of the far crazies on the right. We just want you to be here every single Wednesday, 9 p.m. Remember to like, share, tell your loved ones that you love them, and buy a kid an ice cream. Hey, I'll talk to you later. You guys be good. Peace out.